I would like to call to order the City of Lake Forest School District 67 Board of Education organizational meeting for May 8th, 2025. May I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Chauhan?
Here.
Mr. Remus?
Here.
Mr. Karar?
Here.
Ms. Engelberg?
Here.
Mr. Adamo?
Here.
Ms. Yan?
Here.
Mrs. Bernal?
Here.
Motion carries.
I will now ask all members of the board, administration, and community to stand at attention, facing the flag with the right hand over their heart to recite the pledge. At this point, the board will now offer the opportunity for public comment. Members of the public may use this time to address the board. Are there any members of the public who would like to address the board this evening? Seeing none, we're going to move on to the action items. We have 3 action items immediately up for adoption, and those are resolutions for the retiring board members. I will now read those resolutions, so bear with me. First, Ms. Chauhan. Whereas Ms. Shama Parikh Chauhan has faithfully served the students, staff, and families of Lake Forest Elementary School District 67 as a board member from 2024 to 2025, whereas Ms. Chauhan brought to the board her expertise as an attorney and child advocate with more than 2 decades of legal experience focused on family law and the best interests of children. Whereas Ms. Chauhan has contributed her knowledge as a business owner and community leader, bringing both professional insight and practical problem solving to the work of the board. Whereas Ms. Chauhan has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to creating a school environment that reflects the diverse values and needs of all students, families, and staff. Whereas Ms. Chauhan has consistently championed responsive governance rooted in advocacy, equity, and transparency, listening thoughtfully to community voices and acting in the best interest of all learners. Whereas Mrs. Chauhan has been an active and engaged resident of Lake Forest and a proud parent of students at Everett Elementary School. Whereas Ms. Chauhan's dedication to public service is reflected in her ongoing work with numerous civic organizations, including A Safe Place, the Lake County Bar Foundation, and the Supreme Court of Illinois Committee on Equality. Whereas Ms. Chauhan's thoughtful contributions and collaborative leadership have enriched the work of the board and advanced the mission of District 67. Therefore, be it resolved that the Lake Forest Elementary School District 67 Board of Education expresses for itself, as well as for the parents, guardians, students, staff, faculty, and citizens of Lake Forest, its deepest appreciation and gratitude to Ms. Shama Parikh Chauhan for her distinguished service, leadership, and dedication to enhancing educational outcomes and operational excellence for all students in our community. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be entered permanently into the minutes of the Lake Forest Elementary School District 67 Board of Education. Next up, Mr. Karar. Whereas Mr. Carl Karar has faithfully served the students, staff, and families of Lake Forest Elementary School District 67 as a member of the Board of Education from 2020 through 2025. Whereas Mr. Karar has served as Secretary of the Board of Education during the 2024 to 2025 school year, as well as President Pro Tem in June 2024. Whereas Mr. Karar has served as Chair of the Finance and Operations Committee from 2023 through 2025, and is a member of the Education Committee during the same period. Whereas Mr. Karar has demonstrated steadfast leadership grounded in integrity, accountability, and transparency, helping guide the district through the COVID-19 pandemic by supporting a hybrid remote model that balanced in-person learning with public health guidance and contributed to a safe, student-centered reopening. Whereas Mr. Carrar has provided strategic insight and long-term planning to District 67, particularly in the areas of infrastructure, operations, and fiscal stewardship. Whereas Mr. Carrar has exemplified servant leadership by consistently asking what the administration needs to best serve students and by advocating for academic growth alongside social emotional wellness. Whereas Mr. Carrar has been a visible and engaged community member, including as a speaker on the See It to Be It professional panel, where he inspired students to consider careers in public service. Whereas Mr. Carrar's strategic mindset and tireless commitment to continuous improvement have enriched the culture of excellence at Lake Forest Elementary School District 67. Therefore, be it resolved that the Lake Forest Elementary School District 67 Board of Education expresses for itself, as well as for the parents, guardians, students, staff, faculty, and citizens of Lake Forest, its deepest appreciation and gratitude to Mr. Carl Carrar for his distinguished service, leadership, and dedication to enhancing educational outcomes and operational excellence for all students in our community. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be entered permanently into the minutes of the Lake Forest Elementary School District 67 Board of Education. Ms. Bernal. Whereas Ms. Emily Bernal has faithfully served the students, staff, and families of Lake Forest Elementary School District 67 as a member of the Board of Education from 2021 through 2025. Whereas Mrs. Bernal has served as Vice President of the Board of Education from 24 through 25. Whereas Ms. Bernal has served as Board Secretary from 23 to 24. Whereas Mrs. Bernal has also served as the board's liaison to the Association of Parents and Teachers and as a member of the policy committee throughout her term. Whereas Mrs. Bernal has represented the District 67 board on the True North Educational Cooperative 804 board since 2023, advocating for shared services and inclusive educational practices. Whereas Mrs. Bernal has played a key role in ensuring stability and continuity during leadership transitions, including the search for and onboarding of a new superintendent. Whereas Mrs. Bernal approaches board service with thoughtfulness, integrity, and a commitment to respectful collaboration, believing in the power of a unified board to represent all voices. Whereas Mrs. Bernal champions flexible academic supports and individualized learning pathways with a strong belief in educational equity and access for all students. Whereas Mrs. Bernal's service reflects a deep commitment to the long-term excellence, inclusivity, and well-being of the District 67 community. Therefore, be it resolved that the Lake Forest Elementary School District 67 Board of Education expresses for itself, as well as for the parents, guardians, students, staff, faculty, and citizens of Lake Forest, its deepest appreciation and gratitude to Mrs. Emily Bernal for her distinguished service, leadership, and dedication to enhancing educational outcomes and operational excellence for all students in our community. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be entered permanently into the minutes of the Lake Forest Elementary School District 67 Board of Education. May I have a motion to adopt the resolutions of the retiring board members as read?
So moved.
Any discussion?
Yes. I'd like to thank Shyam. Thank you so much for coming on to the board this past year. It's never easy, but you came in and you jumped right in. It was fantastic having you. And Emily, it's been wonderful serving and working with you for the last 4 years, getting to know you a little bit and talk about some challenges that we've both faced and you faced personally, and it's been great being on this board with you. Thank you so much.
Any other comments? And the board can have comments after we vote as well.
If I can just briefly also say thank you so much for this experience. I know my time on the board was very brief, but I learned so much, and I just can't wait to, continue to see all of you and continue to be a part of the education and future of our children. So thank you for all you do.
I just want to say thank you to all of you. I've enjoyed getting to know all of you, Shama, for the last year. I know you're involved in the nonprofit space quite a bit, so I have no doubt I'll run into you at some point there. Emily, I think you ran for the board when you were fairly new to the community, which is not an easy thing to do. So I've always appreciated that about you. And you served on the policy committee and True North, neither of which are very easy. So thank you for your service for that. And Carl was stuck with me on 2 committees during my time here, the Education Committee and Finance and Ops. And you are a mentor and a cheerleader and a friend. So I appreciate all of you guys and wish you well in whatever you do next.
I'll add to Monica's comments, in particular, pointing out a few things that I think are important to note about all 3 of you. Carl, the large mammal of the board. Your fiscal oversight has been invaluable. You've been a true hawk that makes people like Matt and Dr. Hermes nervous, which is good, because that's the job of a good board member. So thank you for your financial oversight. Emily, your devotion to all learners, including learners that need a little extra help and support, has been fantastic and tremendous, and a true benefit to the community. And Shama, thank you for stepping up and filling the vacant, one of the vacant board seats that we had. It is a significant commitment of time, as we can certainly appreciate. And not everybody puts their time where their mouth is, and you stepped up. So thank you for stepping in. We appreciate that. All right, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Remus,
Yes.
Ms. Engelberg,
Yes.
Mr. Adamo,
Aye.
Ms. Yan,
Yes.
Mrs. Bernal,
Aye.
Mr. Karar,
You couldn't go with aye one time. Aye.
Mrs. Shohan.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, at this time, members of the community are welcome to come up if they have anything to share with the retiring members of the board. Is there anybody who would like to speak?
Mr. Remus,
Right.
we have a couple of remarks that were submitted by our former board member, Alice Levert. And
Great.
So the first is to Mr. Karar. Alice says, "It's the end of an era. Congratulations on completing your many years of dedicated public service to School District 67. You stepped up in the middle of a term during the height of a global pandemic, filling a sudden vacancy with grace and determination. From the very beginning, you never looked back. Your tireless commitment and generous spirit helped guide our schools and community through unprecedented challenges, ensuring that the children of Lake Forest continue to receive an excellent education. You've devoted countless hours to the school board, bringing sharp analysis, thoughtful decision-making, and unwavering dedication to every conversation. Your ability to distill complex information and lead robust discussions was invaluable as we faced difficult decisions together. District 67 and the entire Lake Forest community are fortunate to have benefited from your leadership and service. You're a strong leader, a trusted advisor, and a dear friend. Your steady presence, sound judgment, and healthy sense of humor served us all incredibly well. Thank you, Carl, for your many contributions to our schools, our community, and our country. It has been an honor to serve alongside you, and I'm personally grateful for your support and friendship throughout the journey. Alice. And to Emily, also from Alice. Emily, it has been a pleasure to serve alongside you on the District 67 School Board. Your quiet demeanor, combined with your thoughtful questions, consistently guided us toward the best decisions for our community. I know there were many personal moments and challenges you navigated during your time on the board, yet you always found a way to balance it all while continuing to give your best to District 67. Your perseverance and dedication did not go unnoticed. I hope you know just how important your contributions have been. You've made a lasting impact on our schools, and your service has undoubtedly made them better for generations to come. Personally, I'm grateful that our shared passion for service allowed us to work together toward an important cause, and that it also led to the friendship we now share. Congratulations once again, and best wishes for whatever comes next. Alice.
Any other community comments? Nope. All right. The City of Lake Forest, District 67 Board of Education acknowledges receipt of the certified election results from the County Clerk of Lake County, Illinois, for the Board of Education elections. Based on these results, 4 candidates shall be seated with 4-year terms: Greg Adamo, Timo Berger, Lori Fitzgerald, and Jerry Lavin. At this point, we will move on to the oath of office for the newly elected school board members. Jerry and Timo are remote. Do you guys have a copy of the oath?
Yes.
Yes.
Not yet, so we'll swear. So when you stand up. Sit there and stand by Lori if it's easier. And then.
Greg and Lori can kick things off. That way Jerry and Timo can pick up when they see you guys start. So with that, I'll let you guys begin the oath. Wait, hold on, guys. We do need the microphone because Jerry and Timo can't hear you without the microphone.
You hit it.
Okay. Okay. Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, let's take it from the top.
Okay.
Because Jerry and Timo need to join in too, so.
Okay.
Do it again. 3, 2, 1.
I,
I, Greg
Lori
Adamo,
Jerry Lavin,
do solemnly
do
swear
solemnly swear
that I will
I
faithfully
will faithfully
discharge
discharge
the duties of the office
of member
of the
Board of Education
of
of the City of Lake Forest, School District 67,
in accordance
in
with
accordance
the
with
Constitution
the Constitution of the
of the United States, the Constitution
Constitution
of the State of Illinois, and the
and
laws
the laws
of the
of
State of Illinois,
to the best of my ability.
I further swear
Further swear
that
that I shall respect
I shall respect taxpayer
taxpayer
interests
interests,
by serving as a faithful protector
faithful protector,
of
school district's assets.
I shall encourage
Shall
and
encourage
respect
and respect
free expression of opinion by my fellow board
fellow board
members
members
and
and
others
all
who
others
seek
who
a
seek a
hearing
hearing
before the board, while respecting
while
the
respecting the
privacy
privacy
of students and
students and
employees.
employees.
I shall
I shall
recognize
recognize
that a
that
board member has no
has
legal
no legal
authority
authority as an
as an
individual,
individual, and that
and
decisions
that
can be
decisions can be
made
made
only by a
by only a
majority of
majority
votes
vote
at a
at a
public
public
board meeting.
board meeting.
And
And
I shall
I
abide
shall abide
by
by
majority decisions of the
board
board while retaining
while
the
retaining the
right
right
to seek
to
changes
seek changes in such
in such decisions through ethical
ethical
and constructive
and
channels.
constructive channels.
I shall,
As part of the Board
as
of
part of the
Education,
Board of Education, I shall accept
shall
the
accept
responsibility for my role
in
the equitable
the equitable
and quality
education
of every student
of every student
in the school district.
district.
Shall foster with
Foster the board
extensive
extensive
participation
participation
of the community,
community,
formulate goals,
formulate goals,
define
define
outcomes,
outcomes,
and set the
and
course
set the course
for Lake Forest School
School
District 67.
67. I
Shall
shall
assist
assist
in establishing
establishing
a structure and environment
environment
designed to
designed
ensure
to ensure
all
all
students
students
have the
have the
opportunity
opportunity
to attain their
attain
maximum potential
potential
through a sound
through a sound organizational framework.
I shall strive
Shall
to
strive to
ensure
ensure
a continuous
continuous
assessment
assessment
of student
student
achievement
in
and all conditions affecting the
affecting
education of our
education
children
of our children
in
in
compliance with
compliance
state
with
law.
state law.
I shall serve
I shall
as
serve
education's
as education's
key advocate on
on
behalf of
behalf of
students
students
and our community schools to advance the
to
vision
advance the vision
for Lake
for
Forest
Lake
District
Forest School District 67.
And
And I shall strive
to work together with the district
district
superintendent
superintendent
to lead the
to
school
lead the school
district
district
toward
for
fulfilling the vision
the vision
the board has created,
created,
fostering
fostering
excellence
excellence
for every
for every
student
student
in the areas of
in the areas of
academic
academic
skills,
skills,
knowledge,
knowledge,
citizenship,
citizenship,
and
and
personal
personal
development.
development.
All right. With that, thank you to our retiring board members. We appreciate the 3 extra days we had with you. We just couldn't say goodbye. You can say as many comments as you'd
Sorry.
like.
Just wanted to wish the new board members the best of luck. Congratulations on the election results. To my fellow board members, it was a pleasure getting to know you. I really consider you all friends. I mean, this role is very challenging at times, and I think you just working through and navigating through some tough issues really kind of brings you close together as a group. So I'm going to miss each and every one of you. To the cabinet, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. I'm truly humbled and honored to be in this role and served in this role. And thank you to the community for entrusting me with this position, and again, trusting me to provide guidance to our most precious assets, our children. So thank you all. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, Mr. President, now that I'm no longer a board member.
The floor is yours. Although your daughter's soccer game starts in 15 minutes.
Oh, I'm very well aware. So I just wanted to say thank you to the 14 other board members since in the last 5 years. So Greg Adamo, Rich Chun, Shyama, Megan, Justin England, Annie Helms, Jeff Folkler, Dr. Rob Lemke, Alice Levert, Jennifer Mason, Mark Remus, Suzanne Sands, and lastly, Monica Young. So it's kind of amazing over the last 5 years there's been 15 of us on the board here. There's also been 3 superintendents, Doctors Mike Simic, Connie Collins, and of course Matt Montgomery here. So thank you for everything you've done. It's been wonderful serving with everybody. But I do want to really send a thanks out to the Sheridan crew. That's why we got on the board. So Dr. Michelle Shin, Ms. Katie Moorhead, and Ms. Erin Bullock, and Ms. Lisa Gross. Really, without them, it wouldn't have been a motivation for me to be on the board. But what they provided to my daughters as an education is something I wanted to continue to do, and I hope that I lived up to their example by being on the board. So thank you to everybody. It's been wonderful.
Thank you, Carl. All right. Thank you, guys. All right, Lori, Timo, Jerry, welcome. We are in the home stretch here. We just have 3 quick action items to vote on. First up, election of president. I've indicated my willingness to serve as the president for another year. May I have a nomination for the office of president of the District 67 Board of Education? I guess I'm nominating myself, but is there any discussion?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? May I have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Lavit,
Aye.
Ms. Yan,
Yes.
Mr. Remus,
Yes.
Ms. Engelberg,
Yes.
Mr. Adamo,
Yes.
Mr. Berger,
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Motion carries.
For vice president, may I have a nomination for the office of vice president of the District 67 Board of Education, for which Ms. Engelberg has agreed to serve?
I would like to nominate Megan Engelberg.
Is there any discussion? May I have a roll call vote, please?
Ms. Engelberg,
Yes.
Mr. Adamo,
Yes.
Mr. Berger,
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald,
Yes.
Mr. Remus,
Yes.
Ms. Yan,
Yes.
Mr. Lavin.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Secretary, may I have a nomination for the office of Secretary of the District 67 Board of Education, for which Ms. Fitzgerald has agreed to serve? May I have a nomination?
I nominate Lori Fitzgerald.
Any discussion? May I have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Adamo,
Yes.
Ms. Yan,
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald,
Yes.
Mr. Lavin,
Aye.
Mr. Berger,
Yes.
Ms. Engelberg,
Yes.
Mr. Remus.
Yes.
Motion carries.
May I have a motion to adjourn the City of Lake Forest School District 67 Board of Education meeting for May 8th, 2025?
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
May I have a voice vote, please? All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye.